basically the larger issue is that the arms and ammunition have all disappeared. So Rojesh, how do you deal with a state where you have so many arms and ammunition now? Every
Yeah.
fourth house is armed.
No, actually, in that context, that is why I'm actually suggesting that the security of the life and the villages has to be secured by those armed forces who are deployed. They should not play in the politics. Unfortunately, the Home Minister have invited the Naga MLAs in Delhi. What is this all about? They have spoken with the Kuki MLA. Now they will speak with the Kuki Naga MLA. But when they visited to the Manipur, they should have actually meet all the MLAs. But the point is that they are, instead of trying to ensure peace, they are doing politics and actually trying to divide Manipur in communal line. For one territory for Kuki, one territory for Meitei, one territory for Naga. So is it the time to do politics? My point is that the government of India unilaterally divided Jammu and Kashmir into Ladakh and Srinagar by imposing all kinds of armed forces. Are they trying to divide Manipur on ethnic line? If this is so, then if this violence part of the game of the government of India or any other forces, that has to be replied. So why the Assam Rifles, who are in this part of the region, are not taking action of all groups, irrespective of the whether Kuki or Meitei? Why they are silent?
Dr.
Who will
Romesh,
answer this question?
Dr. Romesh, is it a perception or reality on the Assam Rifle that they are not doing enough? Why has that built, sir?
It is a real thing. It is a fact. Assam Rifle is not doing their duty properly. As I have also mentioned to you earlier, that two villages, Napar and Tangyang, is already occupied by the Kuki militant. Why they are not able to wipe out those Kuki militant who are occupying these two villages, despite deploying Assam Rifle there? Till now, this area, these two villages is occupied by the Kuki militant. And Assam Rifle is already deployed over there. Why they are unable to whip out the military group who are occupying these two villages from 28? Till now, these two villages occupied by the Kuki militant, Kuki armed group. And I just want to come to point I want to give comment on to my colleague Guite regarding the budgets of the Manipur budget allocation. So for your kind information, in the financial year 2018-2019, the fund budget allocation for the hill is 36.79%, and again in the financial year of 2019-20, the fund allocation for the hills was 43.70. Then another for the year 2020-21, the fund allocation for the hill is 45.75. Don't try to give wrong information to the media. And they are enjoying all the benefit. Their land is protected, and they also have hill area committee within this Manipur assembly, a small assembly. All the law is to be approved by the hill area committee. They are already protected. Their land is also protected, and they also have a hill area committee inside the Manipur assembly, and they are enjoying the benefit of the reservation. What they want more? Why they want to stay with the Manipur? Why they want to coexist with the people of the Manipur? Why they want to have a separate state? It means that they, I don't know, I'm not sure whether Guite is I hope he's not from Myanmar. But the way they are demanding for a separate state, separate administration, it means that they want to continue the poppy cultivations in the hill area, in the area dominated by the Kuki. Now it's time. Guite also belongs to Manipur. I also belong to Manipur. Now we should demand to the Indian government, to the Indian state, that to have a proper fencing in the Indo-Myanmar border, and we should demand to have unbiased approach from the Indian state to resolve this issue. Instead of trying to say that we want to separate from the Manipur, we want to have a separate administration. What is this? Why don't you want to live in a peaceful coexistence state? Your your fund allocation is 45.7% in 2020-21. It is too much high compared to the population. And in the
Okay.
outer parliamentary seat, Maitis are the voter. Maitis don't have the right to contest the outer Lok Sabha seat, outer parliamentary seat. These people who belong to the scheduled tribe, they can contest and Maiti can vote for them. But Maiti are not allowed to contest the election. This is one sort of benefit you are getting. Your land is protected. You have a small assembly within this assembly, and you want to have another state within the state.
So, Professor
Nobody,
Rojesh,
no other tribe.
I think that's a
Nobody,
very
no
important
other
point.
Just
Professor.
a minute. Let me complete. Let me
Okay,
complete.
sure.
No
Please.
no other tribe in Manipur. They are not demanding. They are not in support of the Kuki demand for separate administration. And the questions of the foreigner, why question of foreigner refer to a Kuki only? Why not to the Maiti? Why not to the Naga? It is my humble submission to my colleague Guite. Now we need to sit together. It is a time to heal the wound. We should try to bring peace in this situation. Innocent people are suffering. You people, you and I are not suffering. We are sitting in the comfort zone. And you people are trying to instigate this violence. This is unacceptable.
Who is
Who are suffering?
who is instigating the violence?
I think the so-called intellectual.
Okay.
They are not trying to understand the ground reality. They are sitting in the comfort zone and they're saying that Maiti started violence and Kuki started violence. What is this? We are sitting in the comfort zone. And how can they organize a rally with the sophisticated arm on 3rd May? It is witnessed.
Okay.
It has been witnessed that there was armed militant group in the so-called solidarity march, and they have started burning down the houses. And you know they have given 2 allegations. On March 3rd May, they are saying that Maiti people started burning down tire near the Anglo-Kukri Memorial Centenary. And then another narrative, and then they said Kuki beat up one driver in Chursampur. And in retaliation to that, Maiti people started burning down houses in the Kangbai. What is this? They keep on changing their narrative. So I would like to request to all the media houses to collect information through the disciplined mind, not from the undisciplined mind. Here, by undisciplined mind, I mean to keep on changing their narrative.
Dr. Rojesh, would you like to respond to this?
Actually, I'm telling again that the state government, central government has to come and ensure justice to all the community, ensure peace at this point of time, and they have to do rehabilitation of all the affected communities in Imphal, in Chochampu. And if we are talking for separate administration, it means that those people who come out from Chochampu, they will never come back. So it is actually supporting ethnic cleansing in those areas. We, as I'm from Imphal, we will actually warmly welcome the Kukis who have been living there in Imphal also. But point is that the majority community has to take responsibility, whether it's in Imphal and in Chochampu or in More and Kangpopi. But the point is that many people, the mainland India, they always look at the majority people killing minority, but they have forgotten that the majorities are in Chochampu, not Maitai. In Chochampu, the Kukis are the majority. In More Chamdel, Kukis are the majority. But earlier, they were not majority. They came later. The number after the Kuki Naga class in More, many few Kukis are there, the villages. But after the Kuki Naga class, many of the Kukis who have come from other districts have actually numbered in More, and now they are controlling the most important economic line. Now they wanted to cleanse all the Maitai. They don't want Maitai to do business in More. My point is that if you are talking for separate administration, are you saying that the Maitai should not live in More? And then this is what we have to understand and why this violence happened. if this violence has happened with a pre-mind and pre-plan to divide Kukis and Maitai for separate administration, then it is completely wrong. Because this war, what Maitai will get? In Imphal, they are living with us. Only, for example, Maitai was not supposed to involve in this conflict. If in Chochampur, the Maitai village was not burned down, the burning will not reach to Imphal. So burning was not started from Imphal and it was not reached to Chochampur. It was started from Chochampur, it was started from More, it was started from Kangpopi, and it reached to Imphal. So the point is that if you are talking, even the bloods are not dry, even the people are crying. And at this point of time, if the government of India, Home Minister, they have actually assured all the community that the peaceful resolution will be done. But at the same time, in Delhi, they are inviting the Naga MLAs. What is this happening? If the chief of the army completely deny that the nature of the violence happening, my point is that, of course, we are saying that all the arms should be disarmed. The Maitai, because the civilian, as far as the Maitai is concerned, this is the time, like for example, Manipur was the most peaceful state. Even the Miss India contest was happened in Manipur, in Imphal. In the last month, Manipur was actually attracted from all tourists and all investment. But suddenly what happened? On May 9 or on May 3rd, like even they have, like if Kukis oppose the recommendation of the High Court, they would have gone to the Supreme Court and asked for a petition. Why they are resorting violence? And they are justifying violence or burning of the Maitai house of saying that the gate of the Kuki, that the centenary gate was burning down. Of course, we should condemn that act, but it should be properly investigated. We don't know who did that, because that gate was in the dominated area of the Baite Kuki area. Who will do that? Yes, of course, they did not give a chance to the Maitai, or even the police are there. They would have complained, they would have filed FIR of that particular case, they would have arrested the person. Why they are resorting violence and burning houses in Chochampur district? This is the question that one has to answer. There is no justification of the point. And then we all have seen that the Kuki militant were fully in the public domain with AK-47 rifle. It means that this vested interests have actually taken a chance for their politics and also to get their demand, the Greater Mizoram or Greater Kuki land. So this violence is done by those people who wanted to divide Manipur. It is not done by those people who always asked for the unified Manipur. Maitai as a community who lived in this place for 1,000 years, we always live with all the community, with as a brother, as a big brother, with a kind of relationship. But this point of time, the Maitai have heard, because they feel vulnerable, because we never expected that the Kuki or any armed militant would come and burn down all the Maitai villages. That is why vulnerable. Even we appeal to all the Maitai youth who are armed. We will also appeal them to disarm. But the point is that who will protect them when the Kukis are not disarmed? Our demand is that center has to ensure that all the Kuki militants should disarm. At the same time, the Maitai should also disarm. This is the point. This is the only solution to bring peace. But the government of India is not saying they are not taking action against the Shu militant. They are only saying that they should now follow the rule and the regulation of the guideline. Then they have already breached the agreement between the government of India and the Kuki militant. Even the security advisor, Mr. Have already said that in two camps there were no the arms and ammunition, and even the Kuki militant who were part of, they were not there in the camp. It was already revealed maybe on 7th May by the security advisor, because there is also an indication that they are involved. Again, I will ask you, if those Kuki militants who are not involved, then who are they? Who attacked in Shugnu that 200 houses were burned down, including the MLA of Ranjit in Shugunu, who burned down? It was at the night. Whenever there is attack in the Meitei villages, it is always at the night, not in the daytime. Yes, of course, after the Shugunu, 1,200, 200 villages were burned down. Another village was also attacked by the Meitei in the morning hour. Whenever there is attack, the nature of violence is that it's always counter attack. But it is always in the daytime. But Kuki militants are attacking at the night time. So even in Imphal, people have a sleepless night now than when they are being attacked. Who will give security of this? Because they are armed. That is why the chief of the army deny about the evidence. Are they part of the conflict or are they part of the solution?